Hey, so I'm launching a new challenge. I've been doing that bait catching challenge I did with Walmart. Well, this is an Amazon challenge, and I ordered some these Mr. G's Minnow Traps from Amazon. And I'll get the specifics and show you all the stuff in the video, but I think I'm right at $25, maybe $30 on this trap thing. So it's going to be a bait catching challenge, and this is the minnow trap that I got off of Amazon. And you'll notice this is a small mesh. That's actually good because you'll catch some of the smaller stuff in the creeks and lakes. So I did have to buy 100 feet of the paracord to use on it. I usually use about 20 feet when I'm doing a cord for a trap I'm throwing in a creek. And then what we're going to use for bait, I hope I got the right box. I get quite a bit of Amazon stuff. I don't know what that is, but this is the dog food I got, and it was just something cheap to use to put in this trap. It's a roasted chicken and vegetable flavor. I'm sure creek chubs and minnows probably love that. And it's 3.5 pounds. So that's what I've got today, and gonna be our next challenge. So check it out and let's see how it goes. You'll see me putting this in the creek and lakes and stuff, and we'll see what we can catch. Stay tuned. I'm gonna try and get this filmed before too many more cars come by, but I've got the bag of Pedigree dog food, the roasted chicken and vegetable flavor, 3.5 pounds. Got my Mr. G's Minnow Trap, my 20-foot paracord that I'm going to use, and we're going to get this thing baited up and going to get it in the creek. This is why nobody asked me to open their potato chip bags. Terrible at opening stuff. Anyway, doesn't take a ton of dog food in here. Just a little bit. You want to tilt your trap over a little bit like this so you can get it over to the side and it's not going straight down the other hole. I'm just going to put about 2 handfuls in there. All right, done deal. No, I see a bunch of fish down there already looking for this trap. I don't have my polarized lens on, but there's some bluegill and a bunch of creek chubs right over there. So I'm going to throw that out to the deep spot, and I'm going to tie it off. And that's good. So we got some big thunderstorms coming tomorrow and possibly tornadoes. So I'm gonna have to come pull these tomorrow morning. But what I'm hoping is if we got some bait in here tomorrow, I may try and take the grand boys fishing with me. So that's why I'm putting out the trap today. Gonna see what we catch. Stay tuned. Got my amp outdoors set up here, my battery, and then I got my X-treme bait tank rigged up. Gonna put these baits in it. What I like to do is kind of let these baits hop out of that dog food and get away from it. So, and I did put way too much dog food for a one-night pull, but that's okay. Check out those baits. Well, like there might have been one bluegill in there. I'll have to sort him back out. Trying to get these guys to get out of that dog food. Oh, these are some fat creek chubs too. Good size ones. You talk about some catfish and bass bait. Man, the bass love these big old guys. Well, that wasn't a ton for one trap, but might take you a couple of days to pull enough to do a good day of fishing. But you know, if it wasn't a big storm coming, I'd put this trap right back in. But I'll put some more in tomorrow, and we'll come back and check them after the storms pass and see what we get. We'll try and get a tank full of bait. Now what I like to do with these is just collapse them like that and wrap the rope around them. I'm ready to go for the next time. Turn my bubbler back on. And you know, this big old bait tank's got two built-in pumps that are 12 volt, and it's also got a 110 built in, but don't run those usually just for the minnows unless I get it really full of bait, and then we'll kick those on and you'll see all the bubbles that does. So stay tuned. Hey, so that first spot did pretty good, so I rebaited the trap, and I'm gonna try a little bit different location. See a bunch of minnows swimming down the creek down there. I've done this tree right here before and caught pretty good, but I'm looking to see if there's a spot right down here maybe. Yeah, see all those right there in that group? There's a bunch. Let's throw it right there in that deep spot. Been nice if it'd gone a little bit further in that really deep spot. Let's see if I can rethrow it and do any better. Man, I was close. Perfect. Right there off the rocks. That's a bad thorn bush right there. But I guess I'll tie on it. So, gonna tie this up right quick, and we'll see what we catch. All right, I got my grandson Ezra today, and we're going down here to check the bait traps. See what we got over here. I gotta remember where I put this trap at. We pulled it. There it is. Okay. All right, Ezra, stand right there. All right, Ezra, we're gonna pull this string in. We're gonna get this trap out of the creek. You think it's got any fish in it? You think so? All right, let's see. Oh, I see some. How many do you think we got, Ezra? You see them in there? Yeah. All right, you gonna help Grandpa get them out? Yeah. Okay. Let some of them go. Okay, Ezra. So let's see if we can just shake them out here. You want to hold one? You're gonna put it in your pocket? Oh, that was the big one. There's 3 more in there. How many do you think we got, Ezra?
4.
Okay, that's all that side. Feed the rest of them. You want to hold this one?
Put in my bucket.
Put him in the bucket? Okay. Now this trap caught some pretty small ones. That's what I was saying, those fray bills don't catch as small a fish. You can see this has got the small 1/4 inch mesh. So it catches some smaller baits, which depending on what you're fishing for, may or may not be good. These smaller ones work great for the crappie. There's a good sized bait right there. Little fat one.
Get that out.
You want to get that one?
Okay.
In the bucket, okay. Let's see if there's any more hiding in the dog food. Yep, there's a couple more. So I've got the fish I caught yesterday in the tank still, and then I'll add these to it, and that'll be a couple of dozen baits for sure. May run the trouts one more day before we go fishing, may not. Just depends on what we get time to do. But we'll feed all this dog food, and I put way too much dog food for just a one night pull, but it's okay. It'll get eaten in this creek for sure. I didn't count how many baits we caught, but probably got at least 2 dozen, maybe a few more than that in this batch. Then that one I pulled yesterday had some pretty good size ones. This had a bunch of smaller ones. There's 2 really good crappie baits right there. Well, all right, we're gonna wrap this up and we'll come back and set them another day. If you love fishing, please subscribe.